Hello, I'm Ron Kuker with the Kuker Company, owner and broker. Glad to be with you today. Today I want to discuss an item that's very important and sometimes overlooked by a lot of buyers. It's called a survey. Whether or not to get a new survey, whether to use an existing survey. There's two topics I want to kind of mention, residential and farm and ranch. So let's get into residential. The reason you really want a new survey is because what surveys do for you is they eliminate exceptions in your title insurance that title companies will put on there if they're using an old survey. And you want to make sure that you know everything about your property, where your building lines are, where the easements are, whether it's overhead or underground. Those are very important because if you want to put a swimming pool in or if you want to build another building, you got to know how far off the property lines you can be, whether or not there's something underground in that location. And you want to make sure also, because in a lot of cases houses sometimes don't get set on the lots properly behind the established building lines that the city has established for that particular lot. Let's go to farm and ranch. Farm and ranch is very important, I think, on a new survey on every transaction. I've seen instances where 600-acre tracts that hadn't been surveyed in 50 years were sold, and the new survey showed that there were 40 acres difference in what the listed property was than what was actually going to be ended up selling. Just because both parties in the past thought, oh, well, that fence line is the property line, so we agree to that, but that's not the way it works. So new surveys, and also in farm and ranch, you've got gas lines, you've got underground utilities, you've got the overheads that a survey will show also in the location on them, but you're not dealing with setbacks and building lines on farm and ranch. So be sure and look into that. Be sure and talk to different surveyors to get pricing, because they will vary greatly in this time of the market. Busy ones will charge a lot more than the ones that have been slow. So check it out, get a new survey. I guarantee you're going to be happy that you did. So have a great day. Good to be with you.